Hello, my beautiful caregivers. Welcome back to this episode of Smiling Tears. I'm Tiara. I am the CEO of Smiling Tears Caregiver Support Group. And today I want to talk to you about just enjoying life as a caregiver. I know as a caregiver that we have so much on our plate. We have so much responsibility, just taking care of our loved one. And if you have kids, taking care of your kids and taking care of yourself, and then just so much going on the outside world, outside of our homes, working, and just trying to still have relationship with your friends. I know it can be sometimes a lot, and it can be overwhelming. So I want to talk to you today about enjoying your life as a caregiver. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is how to take care of your own needs. You've probably heard me say plenty of times that in order to properly take care of your loved one, you have to make sure that you are taking care of yourself first. You are just as important, if not more important, than your caregiver, your care recipient's needs. So make sure that you are taking care of your own needs. And ways that has helped me during this journey being a caregiver is just making sure I exercise. I exercise on most days. I make sure I'm eating healthy on most days. And I'm making sure that I'm getting enough rest. I'm getting plenty of rest, what my body needs. So you have to make sure that you are doing the same thing. You have to make sure you are taking care of you. You are getting the proper rest. You are getting enough exercise. You are drinking plenty of water and just eating healthy on most days. Not saying that you always have to eat healthy or you can't enjoy some of your favorite foods that may not be as healthy, but it is important for you to eat healthy on most days. So just make sure you are taking care of your needs, staying on top of your doctor's appointments. If you are not taking care of you, nobody is going to do it, so you have to make sure you are looking after your needs, your health needs, your physical needs, your mental needs, all that, mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, spiritual needs. You have to make sure you are taking care of each and every area of your life. Outside of God, he's definitely going to make sure we are taken care of, but just trust him that he's going to take care of your needs, and then whatever it is that we can't do, he's going to do it. So just make sure you are taking care of you. You are making yourself your number one priority outside of God, and you will be able to properly take care of your loved one. If I always say this, the best thing you can give your loved ones, your family, your friends is a healthy you. So make sure you are taking care of your needs. Another thing is to just stay social. Sometimes we could get so caught up in the care receiving or the caregiver world that we forget about staying social with those outside of the caregiver bubble. So from time to time, meet up with a friend, grab a coffee. I try to, if not once a week, at least twice a month, I try to make sure I'm staying social and I'm going out and I'm grabbing something to eat or grabbing some coffee or just doing something outside of the caregiver bubble, outside of my home, so I can get outside of the caregiver bubble. So make sure you are just staying social, staying in contact with your close family and friends. If that means, going to a park, meeting once a month, going to the park, going for a walk or something like that. Just have something to look forward to outside of your caregiver bubble, meeting up with family, friends, just so you can stay social outside of your caregiver bubble, because that is so healthy. That is so healthy for your mental, for your physical, if you are staying on top of staying social with people that's outside of the caregiver bubble. So I know a lot of people, they have problems with sometimes keeping up with their loved one's medication, and that can cause a lot of stress. So I believe that to reduce that stress, from the keeping up on your loved one's medication is to download an app called Hero. I heard that was a really good app to download, so you can get alerts on your phone when your loved one's the next time your loved one's it's time for your loved one's medication. You can download that app and it'll send you alerts to your phone. What me and my husband use, we actually have a medication container where it have the days and the times on what time and what day he need to take his medications. And we have nurses that come in and out of the home to, do that as well. But if you do not have a nurse coming in and out of your home and you have to do it yourself as the caregiver, just either download the app Hero, or you can get a container. You can find them probably on Amazon, where it have days and times to place your loved one medication so they don't miss a dose, and you can stay on top of what days and what times they are to have their medication. So that can be a way to enjoy your life a little bit more as a caregiver, because sometimes medications can be a burden and it can stress you out if you're not on top of it, or if your loved one is missing a medication, or if you miss a dose or something like that. You have something that can keep you and your loved one on schedule. Find ways to spend quality time together. That's one of our favorite things to do in the Stevens household, is spending quality time together. We all have my daughter, my husband, myself, we all have our little bubble. I had mentioned that in our previous episode when I interviewed my daughter, when we talked a little bit about how we all can be in our little bubble. Like Jilliana could be in her room watching TV or on the phone with her friends. My husband can be in his man cave watching the game, or I can be in the workout room working out, and we just all in our little bubble. But at the end of the day, we just know how to come together and just spend time with each other, watch movies, play a card game, and just spend some time together and just check in on each other and see how each other days was, share stories on how our days went, how Jilliana day went at school, how my day went at work, how my husband day went at home with his aides and his nurses. But just find little unique ways that you can spend time with your loved one. If you have, if you're taking care of maybe your parent and they're a little bit older, they may want you to just sit and listen to them tell a story about things that happened to them back when they were younger. It's just so many different things that you can do. Just find out what it is that your loved one like. What do they like to do to spend quality time? And just make sure you're doing those things. It just makes caregiving a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun when you are doing things as a family and you're spending quality time together, and it's not looked at as you're just working all the time, but you're doing things that you both enjoy as a caregiver and as a care recipient. So just find little ways that you can spend time with each other. Another way that you can enjoy the caregiving life is join a support group. Smiling Tears, we have created this safe space for people, for caregivers to come together so we can lean on one another and we can talk about the real emotions that we may be feeling as caregivers without feeling judged or criticized. So just find some kind of support group, or if you feel like you can't join a support group or you don't really feel comfortable joining a support group and sharing your thoughts and your feelings with other people or strangers, find you a friend, a trusted family member that you can talk to, and someone that you can lean on to talk about things that you may be going through, because holding all that stuff in is just not good. It's not healthy, and it really just don't help you mentally. So find somebody that you can talk to about things that you may be going through on a day-to-day basis, because when you are holding all that stuff in and you're not talking to anyone about it, that's a lot of the reason why you may be feeling resentment towards your care recipient or your loved one. So just find a safe space that you can join. Like I said, Smiling Tears, this safe space was created for us as caregivers to come together and we talk about the things that we're going through. We talk about our emotions without feeling judged or criticized. So find a safe space that you can have, for you can have someone that you can lean on, and for others to lean on you as well. And the last final thing is consider respite care. Just like we have to take our kids to the daycare, if you have little ones when you need to go to work, or if you just want to take a break, they have those kind of resources out there for loved ones as well, that you're, grown adults as well, that you are taking care of. If you don't have a home health care aide that comes in your home, they have resources out there for respite care that you can take your loved one when you need a break, whether that's an hour or a day or a week. They have those resources out there. So consider that. You have to just trust that. Find a trustworthy facility that can take your loved one in, so you can get the break that you need. The resources is out there. You just have to use it. You have to research and find it, and just find the right one that fits you and your loved one. But the resources is out there. We just have to use them, because it's like I said, it's a lot. As a caregiver, we have a lot of hats to wear as a caregiver. We are mothers, we are aunts, we are wives, husbands, fathers, so we wear a lot of hats in this world. So we just have to make sure that when we're feeling overwhelmed, that we are using the resources out there, because they are out there. We just have to find them and use them. So yeah, it's a lot being a caregiver. It's very overwhelming. But the resources is out there. Like I said, we just have to use them. We have to find them, and we have to use them. I'm just so happy that we have a home healthcare facility, an in-home healthcare facility that comes in a home. So anytime I want to take a break, or I need to take a break, we have them there to let me go and do what I need to do to get rejuvenated and get refreshed and refresh my mind and renew my mind, so I could come back and just refreshed and renewed and ready to be the best caregiver and wife and mother that I can possibly be for my loved ones. So yeah, if you don't have an in-home healthcare aide, consider finding a respite care, a nursing home that can look after your loved ones, so you can get the rest that you need. Recently, I went on just a 1-day stay. I went to a hotel room downtown Fort Wayne in my city, just for a day, where I journaled and I just got rest. I watched my favorite TV show without feeling like I had someone to look after. And so that was the best thing I could have ever did. And I had the home health care, our in-home healthcare agency take over while I was able to take that time for me. So make sure you are using the resources out there, because they are there. We just have to use them. So I love y'all. That concludes our episode for today. Until next time. But I love y'all. And my encouragement for y'all today is to just, let me see. My encouragement for y'all today is to find someone, if you haven't already, but find someone that you can talk to about things that you may be going through. And if you can't find anyone immediately, or think of anyone immediately that you can talk to about things that you may be going through, I encourage you to journal your thoughts. Journaling is so helpful. I do it. I have people I can talk to, and I have journals that I write my thoughts in daily as well. So make sure you do that. Find someone, and if you can't find anyone, journal out your thoughts. I love y'all, and until next time, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. We are on Instagram under Smiling Tears Support Group. We have a website. You could go on and look at a little bit of our background on smilingtearsfortwayne.com. And if you want to email us, you can email us your questions, comments, or concerns. Or if you have a topic that you would like for me to discuss, you can email us at smilingtearsfortwayne@gmail.com. I love y'all, and until next time, we'll see you next time on the next episode of Smiling Tears Support Group. I love y'all, and y'all have a phenomenal day.